Hey, Amira, it's Rob Cesternino and Taryn Armstrong from Rob Has a Podcast. Nice to talk to you this morning. Can you talk a little bit about last night? You were shown all of the people that voted against you in that big blind side. Was there one face that you saw that really ended up stinging the most?
There's three faces I saw that stung the most, but if I had to pick one, it would be Monty because I really trusted him. He came to me in the very first week and he told me that he made it a final two with me. He told me he wanted to take a black woman to the end and that he would only be beat by a black woman. And so like we kind of had this little talk and like it touched my heart and I really trusted him. And I was always like trying to steer people away from putting him on the block, like, oh, we should go for Monty. But I was always like, no, like Monty's good. Nicole was always trying to pin me against Monty. And I'm like, I trust him, I promise. And so I was really bummed to see that Monty was up there.
Did you ever consider telling like Monty and Kyle about the old school alliance? Because what ultimately ended up happening was Alyssa told Kyle about the old school alliance. And she also told him about your final two with Monty, which kind of is, I think, what spawned the whole revolution against you.
Oh.
Is that something that you anticipated?
So first of all, I don't even remember telling Alyssa that I had a final two with Monty. I forgot. So I don't even remember saying that. I didn't know that she did that. And then I'm sorry, what was the second thing that you just mentioned?
She told Kyle about the old school and about the alliance and the final two with Monty. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that was a shocker. The old school though, I had told Kyle about it. I'm not sure at what point. I just talked to him about it like 2 days ago. So I had originally told Michael because they were going to ask Michael. Michael was in post pack. So like I kind of just thought it would like get around it. One of the beautiful things about this alliance is that we didn't talk very much because we wanted to remain, undiscovered. So like whenever I got a moment with them, like in the storage closet or whatever, I was quickly trying to say whatever I could remember at that moment. So old school, I was never taking that seriously. I was just trying to get intel. And I told Michael about it. And then I told Kyle, but it may have been, now that you're saying this, it may have been after the fact that Alyssa told him. So now I'm kind of things up in my mind. But
Alyssa told him like a couple hours after it formed. So it took a long time. Yeah, the damage was done.
See, I wish that me and Alyssa was going off on her own with this. She's in love and living her best life and whatever else. So kind of lost her out there.
Amira, there were a lot of misconceptions from a lot of the house guests about Taylor. Do you have any regrets about not including her in more of the plans that you were making in the house?
So I do have regrets. I don't want to necessarily say that it's from that route. So, coming into this house, I'm coming in with a strategic mind and I'm coming in with, okay, I'm going to start this girls alliance. However, there's two girls that were not hanging out with us. There was Nicole and there was Taylor, and they were hanging out with the guys and they were hanging on strong and they're joking and giggling and cockeying. And so I'm like, I don't think that those two girls should be in our alliance because in the past, there's always like a girl that goes to the guys and tells them everything. And so I was like, those aren't it. Like, I want to do it with this group.
You ended up in the alliance with that one.
I know. Listen, things change every few hours in that house. I wasn't prepared. That alliance was started so early. I was not even prepared for what I was in store for. So that was my thinking coming into the house. And so from a strategic standpoint, I did not think that Taylor should be included. Now, as the game went on, I started understanding Taylor a little bit more within like the past like week, I would say. I mean, it's only been a few weeks, so things are constantly changing, but I still was so afraid to include her in anything because I didn't know if I could trust her. So there was things that she would tell me like, oh, I'm going to put up Monty, but then she would tell somebody else, Turner. Like I could never figure out where she actually lied. And so in my mind, she was always a wild card as far as the gameplay is concerned.
Do you think that was a misread on your part, considering that like it really was kind of like this initial impression of Taylor that kind of got that ball rolling?
Absolutely. But this is a game of risk. And I was absolutely willing to take that risk. I felt strongly about it at the time of not including her, Nicole. And so, definitely wrong decisions made. And I still don't know because I haven't seen anything, but I was always confused if she was actually going to ride for the girls or not, because I also heard things about her telling the guys that she was going to get girls out. Nicole, so she had like a one with Nicole and she told Nicole like, oh, let's get the girls out. And so like I would hear things like this and I'm like, oh my gosh, like thank God I didn't work with her and pull into the lines. It was just different things were said to different people and they were all coming back to me saying these things.
Yeah, hopefully you can take a look at some of the clips once you get the chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amira, we heard Nicole's parting words to you last night when you were going out of the house. She said, Amira, I'll see you on The Amazing Race. At what point will you and Nicole start preparing for The Amazing Race?
So listen, I don't know if that's going to happen because that Amazing Race thing was made within like when I first got to know Nicole. And so I'm concerned, like after seeing her emotional behavior the last few days, I don't think I can go on the mission. I don't want to knock Nicole. I still like, I know her story and I think that it's wonderful and beautiful, but I don't know. After seeing the last few days of everything coming down, I don't think that I will be going on The Amazing Race with Nicole.
All right. Taryn, anything else?
We're good.
Okay. All right. Amira, we're out of time. All the best outside of the Big Brother house. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care. Bye.
You too. Bye.